My name is Morgan Daniels, and my story is one of God healing the broken. I'm the youngest of 3 children in my family, from a broken family, an absent father, but a loving mother. My mom was really good at making sure that we were all in church every Sunday. I remember as a little kid thinking I was going to go to heaven because I was a good person. And I was a good person. I was a good kid. I listened. I didn't get into trouble much. I respected my mom. But it wasn't until my junior year, over a Disciple Now weekend, that I really understood the importance of a relationship with Jesus. And it was over that weekend that I accepted Christ in my heart. And from that point on, my life was totally different. Growing up, it was really hard financially for my family. We didn't have a lot. We really didn't always know where our next meal would come from. And so as I entered my junior and senior years of high school, I knew that if I wanted to go to college, I would have to either go on an athletic scholarship or take a lot of student loans. And my whole childhood, I was an athlete, and at this point, I was a basketball player. And so my junior year, I started getting recruited from different colleges, and the summer entering my senior year, I got hurt. And I didn't know in the moment, but I tore my ACL. And I spent the next several months rehabbing to get ready for my senior year, the year that's supposed to be the best year as a teenager. And I did just that. I started my senior year, my senior season, and got through one tournament. And in the next preseason game, I got hurt again. I knew that my life as I had planned it would never be the same. Who would want someone so broken? But isn't God amazing? Because from that moment on, He started using that injury, that trial, that pain to write my story. I graduated high school just unsure and just scared of what I was going to do. How was I going to do this? What was God's plan for me? And my brother, 2 years older than me, was a freshman at the United States Merchant Marine Academy and also playing basketball. And my mom said, "Why don't you look into the academy like your brother?" And I still remember I laughed at her because I never dreamed I would go into the military. But I knew that I could play basketball. They would take me broken, and it would be paid for. The academy itself was only 7% female, so it was also amongst a lot of men, boys at the time, and once again found myself in a situation where I wasn't sure if this is where I should be. Part of the academy is you spend a year on a ship at sea, and on a commercial vessel, there's only about 20 people total on a ship. And if you're lucky, there's one other female on that ship with you. I would go to the top of the ship, to the flight deck, and I would look out at the vast ocean around me, just calling out to God because I felt lonely and isolated out there. But I had God. And I clung to that, even on my hardest days. And after all of that time at sea, and I returned to the academy, and I actually finished my last few seasons of basketball uninjured, surprisingly. I met my now husband, Brett. And when we met, Brett didn't know Jesus. If God hadn't put me at the academy, maybe Brett would never know Jesus. And we wouldn't have our precious babies we have. God has made me stronger through all of it to help get through those moments. As a family, I pray that my children will see God's strength in me. I pray that they'll learn to persevere when things are hard, because things will be hard. I can look back with such perspective now that I'm older through all of the hardships and all of the pain, and just see God's fingerprints over my whole life. And I hope that as I continue my walk of faith, that God can use my story to help other people. My name is Morgan Daniels, and my story is one of God healing the broken.